Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, the player Nuno Mendes is someone who's really impressed me as being a two-way player. Very confident, consistent, and always willing to...
Chance for a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many...
Oh, terrible pass. That's really well cleared. And it's Kane. Now it's Messi. Can he get it through? That is a great pick out. And he's managed to get free. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Messi. Eze.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And he was quick to react. It's not an especially good pass, that. Nicely weighted ball. That is good alertness. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Yamal. Oh, that's a very... Shot a goal! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Substitutions taking place.
Argentina have gone to the bench, and we've only just begun.
Well, Peter, it's difficult to be absolutely sure from up here what exactly has gone on, but it doesn't look like an injury.
La Louvière are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now, can they get him away? Oh, important interception. And he's let fly. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Now it's Messi. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Yamal. And the shot! Eze. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Arda Güler. Superb from Arda Güler! A finish of true class! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored all shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. La Louvière have themselves a chance from the spot. An exchange of stares, and here we go. And that's one back. Not a twitch, not a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's on it, can he get away? There's the header! Well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Kimmich cuts out the pass. Bellingham. Oh, good spread. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough.
Takes a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Van Bommel. And it's Olmo. He's a sharp little ball here. Hazard. It's a goal kick. It's a pretty loose pass. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Shevchenko is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's had a shot! And it's been hooked away. Kane.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Hazard, and this is Hazard. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. The keeper doing his best to put him off. Oh, he's missed it.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Rudiger. And it's Arda Güler. And that could set him on his way. Van Dijk. Palmer. Hazard. Kimmich. And it's half-time. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Please join me in wishing all the best for members of our fan club celebrating their wedding anniversary today.
The second period is on the way.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Now it's Shevchenko.
That was lovely, that.
Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. La Louvière presented with a golden opportunity here. A big, deep breath. And that's one back. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Substitution.
Time for a change in personnel. La Louvière cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly...
Real chance! And no mistake. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Well, what a game we have on our hand. Header! Oh, the keeper's done very well to deny him. Back in once more. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Stood up well to him there. And this is Kane, looking for options for movement. He's in, must be! And he's running through. Ah, that's a super piece of goalkeeping.
He stood his ground brilliantly until he actually needed to act, and everything he did there was spot on.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
The attendance for this match was 29,950.
Mendes kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking to play him in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Hazard with the delivery. Now it's Shevchenko. He's looking wide.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Messi! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Kane. Now it's Hazard. Hazard scooting forward. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Hazard.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
And this is Shevchenko. Dani Olmo. Knocks it into space. And this is Kane. He's got away. Kimmich attempts a clearance. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. Arda Güler.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others.
Oh, shooting chance!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And this is Shevchenko. That's going to go a long way. And that's been won straight back. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Kane. And he's there to belt it away. He's shifting through the gears here.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better...
And the finish! A real chance and a real let-off.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Number 17, Palmer. Number 8, Shevchenko. Number 24, Kane.
Could be danger here.
Number
Somewhat off
22,
target.
Dani
The
Olmo.
final 5 minutes.
Number 18.
Can he get on the end of this? Messi.
Number 23, Mbappe.
It's an errant pass.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Massa goes for a shot! Oh, that could be pivotal! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter?
Tries a shot! And he's stuck it away. We thought they were done, but never say never. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Always goal side. Not the most accurate pass. And that is as far as it goes. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game
everyone,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to Old
The excitement
Trafford.
already palpable. So the orchestra tunes, the patrons take their seats. The curtain is about to rise at the Theatre of Dreams once more. We are just getting started. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of...
Tries a shot!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
And this is Ronaldo. Pelé. Pelé! Oh, crossbar! Perilously close. And no, that was never going to make it.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cruyff. He's got away. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Ronaldo. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's in one-on-one. Decent chance! Still goalless at the moment. And it's Olmo. Cruyff. Ronaldinho receives it in a good position here. It's Ronaldinho! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Kuhn really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
He's a sharp little ball here. He has found the way through. Chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's played in here. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably.
I'd really like to see Ronaldinho given freedom on the left flank here, Peter.
Yeah, the idea being that, of course, he can make good use of those dancing feet.
Yeah, and playing out wide just gives him more room and allows him to come inside onto his stronger foot, either to shoot or to link up with those who are congregating centrally.
And he's had it nicked away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Ferran Torres picks it up out wide. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Cruyff. Chance to deliver. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Azar can see things others simply cannot. He won't be happy with that one. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Cruyff making good progress on the right-hand side. Azar. And it's O'Reilly. That's Eze. And this is Ronaldo. And here's Ferran Torres. Xavi Alonso. Can he get it through? And he's picked out the run. Mateus. Big chance! It's there! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Toon are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Lovely feet. Impressive jump. And it's in. And they're threatening to fly away here. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Eze running with intent. Looking for the run. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
And a quick announcement for the
That
benefit
just
of
about
anybody
sorts
who has
out
found
the
themselves
first
a little
45
lost
minutes,
today.
and we'll be back
Please
with the
look at
second
screen for
very soon.
information on how to find your way around this stadium.
Substitution on the field, number 19.
So off we go again.
Coming on the field.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Tries to play it through.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Pirlo makes a dash for it, and the counter is on. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Hazard.
Toon definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Dani Olmo. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now there's a fight. There's the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. It's all becoming so easy. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Opts to play it back. Played out wide, but it's Thuram. Oh, sweet feet.
The attendance
Eze
for this
did
match
well
was
to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to
70,987.
keep an eye on. Ferran Torres. Cruyff. Can he spark a counter here? Ronaldinho. Pirlo. Ronaldinho. He's Ronaldinho! And a neat finish. Untouchable, remorseless, relentless. A class of their own.
Minutes is number
Beautiful,
18.
just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Substitutions taking place.
This is great chance! Messi. La Louvière still have the cards to affect this game. And he welcomes it in. He is through here. And a chance! Goal!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
La Louvière still making a fight of this. And it's Shevchenko. And he cuts out the supply. Nice looking ball. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. O'Reilly. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. Hazard. Robertson getting this one clear. Pirlo. Played into space. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Substitution.
O'Reilly. Schlotterbeck. And he's managed to get free. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. La Louvière have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. The ball goes... Bullish header! And the pass is intercepted. Can he finish? And somehow he kept it out.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. La Louvière have the chance to go the other way. Trossard. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that has not gone well. And the shot!
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Punched away. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is ended up in no man's land. Now, can they get him away? And he's certainly onside here. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, shooting chance! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss. Eze. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Engages and forces him off the ball.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And he's being shifted off it. O'Reilly promptly onto that, and that is that. Ferran Torres. That's the keeper's ball. Looking to play him in. Now it's Ronaldinho. He's picked his way through. That is a crunching tackle. That's that, the end. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things already rolling. David Seaman, clearly one of the finest English goalkeepers of modern times.
Well, Peter, if you're part of the defence in front of him, the lines of communication are fully open. He has a big say in redirecting traffic away from his box.
And his career went on and on and on.
Listen, the best tend to stay around.
Pacho. Pressing high and with purpose. Totti. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Shevchenko. Zielinski. Now it's Mbappe. Pedri. He's picked his way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Rodri running with the ball, and this is Messi. Pedri. Now it's Mbappe, and he's lost. Goes for a shot. He's delivered all right.
What a super start, a total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
Simplicity itself.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
La Louvière are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Thinks about the shot. Big chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, the least he could have done, Peter, was hit the target, and he's failed that test.
Totti. Looking to play him in. Mbappe. And the shot! Well taken goal. And they're threatening to fly away here. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. La Louvière are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, well played. Messi. That has not gone well. Looking for the run. Good read, needed to be. Rodri, a player who needs no introduction. Pedri. Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Has a look and plays it forward. That has been slung wide. And he's managed to get free. Has to go back here. And it's Marquinhos. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, that's fabulous. Mbappe. Now the delivery. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Oh, what has happened here? Tries to pass it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which
Just
raises
the
hope.
keeper in his way. Shot, surely! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Barcelona find a position of real strength now. Zielinski, Pedri, Messi. Mbappe powering forward here. He has found a way through. Mbappe! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Well, that's why we love the beautiful game, to see excitement like that. The run was dynamic, the finish disappointing.
And it's Messi. Now it's Mbappe. A whisker away from making it 4.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And it's made its way to him. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's... Oh, shooting chance! And that's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
La Louvière are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So could they be onto something here? Now it's Shevchenko. Totti. Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Villa.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's tidy. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So right back into the action.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Looking for options for movement. And this is Messi. And it's pulled back. He leaps for it. He will be livid with himself.
La Louvière certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Pacho. It's Pedri. Rodri. That's destined for the flank. Messi. Short changes him with that pass. And it's Rodri. Now it's Pedri. Pacho did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Hazard. Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Zielinski.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Zielinski receives it in a good position here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
That has been cut short.
For this match was
60 minutes played. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pedri. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Rodri. Lovely, now then.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Pedri. Now there's a fine ball. Totti. Messi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Marquinhos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Plays a sharp little ball here. Hazard. That's a sharp pass. Pedri. Now this could be a chance. They're urging him to shoot. That's a corner kick. It's their second corner of the game. And the keeper beats it away. He's shifting through the gears here. And he was alert to it. And a chance! And he stuck it away. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Barcelona palpably stronger, better, superior. Well, played right into his path. Picked out brilliantly. Shot a goal! And there's a goal! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own.
78 minutes.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
He won't be happy with that one. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Pedri. That is ended up in no man's land. Ødegaard. He's on it. Can he get away? Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Ødegaard. Rodri. Zielinski.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Van Bommel. Schlotterbeck. Zielinski. Pedri, who's set up one goal so far. That is a brilliant interception.
There will be 3 minutes.
And he's in on goal. Steaming on. Zielinski!
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Shevchenko. Koundé wins the duel this time. Messi. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. So, what can they come up with here? Oh, and the referee says that is it. La Louvière suffer a humiliating defeat. La Louvière desperately need a performance here.
Hello,
Fail in their
everybody,
mission and they
to
are
today's
going
match.
down. They'll throw the kitchen sink at it, no doubt, but will it be enough? Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're very much on the way now. La Louvière must not lose. The potential ramifications simply too much to contemplate. And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference? Oh, great chance! And the finish! Of course! You know it. You just know it. He has slapped his name across this most crucial of games. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Simeone picked out brilliantly. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Mbappe, Zabani kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's looking wide, and he whips it in. Mbappe is flagged offside. La Louvière leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And it's made its way to him. Shapes the shoot! And it's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Bruges restore parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And he's intervened well there. And it's Messi. O'Reilly, just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. That has ended up in no man's land. That's going wide left. That is good progress on the left. Now it's Yamal. Now, can they get him away? He's picked his way through. Not the most convincing of passes. Dani Olmo can see things others simply cannot. Can he get it through? He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! And he's found the net! Extraordinary, just extraordinary resilience in amazing circumstances. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
La Louvière with the lead. Strong running down that left flank. That is a brilliant interception.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Hazard picks it up out wide. Quality ball. Aguero. Now it's Yamal. And this is Messi. Dani Olmo. Hazard. And that is a little undercooked. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Dani Olmo. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Quick look, he leaps for it! No, couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
And here's Mbappe. Good read, needed to be. Messi is always looking to break lines. He's found a way through. No way through. Nicely weighted ball. And no, that was never going to make it. Oh, that's fabulous. And he shoots! It's a goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Looking for the run. Now it's Messi. He's got away. Messi! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Dani Olmo and Simeone. Davis. And here's Aguero, and this is Messi. Well read, and the danger is averted. Now it's Aguero. O'Reilly. Azar. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Fernandez. Now it's Mbappe. Zabani calmly anticipates. And this is Aguero. He's in a great position here. He is through. Chance! Now, who's going to be first to... Oh, he's been caught on it here. And here's Mbappe. Dani Olmo. And that is expertly dealt with. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Azar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Mbappe.
This is the time you need that pace.
Aguero. And he's managed to get free. Davis delivers. Oh, what has happened? Shot a goal! And yes, it's there! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
The attendance for this match was
Bruges have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Dani Olmo.
And it's Messi.
Coming
Oh,
on
he's
the
found
field
support out
is
wide. Aguero
number
has the
19,
space to scheme.
Trossard.
He has found the way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And this is Aguero. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Trossard. La Louvière, perhaps contemplating their next change here. And he's going to have his name taken. Zabani. Hazard. Well, that pass isn't the best. Looking to play him in. Trossard. And smartly reclaimed. Simeone. Aims beyond the defence. He's found a way through. He shifted it to the flank. Good ball, good take.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, super ball. It's not an especially good pass, that. Messi. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, strongly challenged there. Messi, and he's found a way past. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's a good run down the left. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's managed to get free. There's the shot! It's in! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Substitution on the field.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Number 21.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he was alert to it.
Substitutions taking place.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Mbappe! No way through, so back it comes. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Always onto this. Shot could be on. It's a searching pass. And that's that.
Please be made
La
aware
Louvière
that smoking
found
is
it all
only
too much in
permitted
the end.
this
Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We are just getting started. And the shot! Goal! And what a start!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
La Louvière are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And he's managed to get free. Now then, the ball's come loose. Azar with the delivery. That's an excellent interception. Spread to the right. Now it's Schneider. Simeone. And the pass is intercepted. Messi.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that's fabulous. Great chance! He's got a goal! 2-0, and in next to no time. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Cerezo Osaka are doing very nicely, thank you.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Messi, and he welcomes it in. Kane showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's shifting through the gears here. Corner given.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Messi. Zabani with the slide tackle there.
La Louvière are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He has found the way through. Oh, shot a goal! And that is doing no harm at all.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
And here's Watkins. Pass is just off target. Now it's Messi. Schlotterbeck does well to get it back. And here's Watkins.
Watkins really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Now it's Messi. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia going face-to-face with his great rival. He has a look up. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. A probing pass.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, he's been caught on, real chance! Has another go! And he's straight offside. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Messi. It is a corner. a sudden chance to counter. Well, he's ended up in no man's land. Nicely weighted ball, just eases him off the ball. Van Bommel. He's picked his way through. Simeone. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Van Bommel. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Koundé can clear it away. And he's quick to snatch it back. And he's got the beating of his man. And he's heaved it away. And that has put paid to that. He won't be happy with that one. And he's intervened well there. Fernandes.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's got away.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
It's a quick ball upfield, and he was quick to react. O'Reilly. And Simeone tries to pass it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals.
Just a quick
They have to take some
announcement.
risks now to try and get back in this
CCTV
game.
is now in operation
And it's
for
easier
your
said than
safety.
done, as we know.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So off we go again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Corner number 2 then. Messi, who has set up 2 goals. Has a look and plays it forward. Cerezo Osaka are looking to go forward now. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And this is Messi, and it's O'Reilly.
Cerezo Osaka genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, vary it.
Shoots! And that's a sharp finish. It is an explosive start to the second half. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
La Louvière are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Just 1 in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Saweria picks it up out wide. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that.
Kvaratskhelia clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Hazard. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Not the most accurate pass. Schneider. Played back into the centre. Kvaratskhelia looking to play him in. Cerezo Osaka have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. It's their second corner of the game. Cerezo Osaka with another corner. So, third corner of the game. La Louvière have the chance to go the other way. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
La Louvière still have the cards to affect this game. Schneider. O'Reilly wins the duel this time. Looking for the run.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Neuer claims it, safe hands. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Knocks it into space. Now it's Schneider. Now it's Kane. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He is through here. Getting up there. It's in. Do not write them off. Back they come.
The goal scorer!
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! And they're back in front! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved. La Louvière really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Added minutes has
Reds
been
one
indicated.
decent chance! And that's in! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Clinical, just clinical. Chance for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And one more try! He lifts the roof! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? And we're done. La Louvière have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
Please be reminded that drinking
Watkins.
is only...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running.
This guy, Marco Reus, is going to be so important here, Peter. He's the one who has to be the outlet as the team push forward. He'll often drop in to that number 10 position, offering support to his teammates. He's just constantly on the move, creating space, keeping defenders occupied, dragging people all over the place.
It's quite impressive, actually, isn't it, the workload he is willing to take on, when you consider that he is the team's main creative force, the goal threat, too.
Yeah, but he can do it all. He's that good.
Terrific effort! Van Bommel.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Olmo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking for the run. Royce. Robertson. Played in by Robertson. Ah, he's given... McAllister! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
La Louvière finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Tries a deft little ball. Robertson. Nicely weighted ball. Robertson. Looking for options for movement. Oh, well played. Dani Olmo. Now, can they get him away?
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Quarter of an hour played. Hazard. He is through here. Well read, and the danger is averted.
La Louvière really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Akanji is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. It's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, easy pickings there. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe.
Spain genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly look...
Chance for a shot! It's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Spain are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Akanji. Beckenbauer. Hakimi. And Jamal.
That was lovely, that.
And that has left him in a heap. O'Reilly did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Royce is herring after that one. Great work on the overlap. Robertson gets into a good position. He's rising! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box.
Good effort from distance. Oh, what has happened here? Hangs in a cross. Keeper has taken decisive action. Mbappe. Good running, strong and purposeful. And it's Olmo.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. He has a look up. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? That's been cut out, well played. Can he get it through? Dani Olmo. Goes for goal! And that has kept the keeper on his toes.
Berbatov probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
La Louvière have the chance to go the other way. Jamal delivers with getting up there. Went with his head but couldn't steer it in.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been...
Good chance here. Oh, that's a waste.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
O'Reilly. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Que pueden disfrutar de la transmisión en directo de este partido en la emisora de radio oficial del equipo. Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 7.
So we're off again.
Será sustituido por
Louvière really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
Schlotterbeck does really well to win the ball there. Dani Olmo. Hazard. Dani Olmo finding himself in space. Can he finish? And it's in! They're back within reach! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So could they be onto something here? It's a really well-measured ball. Yamal. He is just Yamal! And again! And that's in! And they are disappearing out of sight! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Spain palpably stronger, better, superior. And it's O'Reilly. Louvière needing a change of fortune here. Gyökeres makes a dash for it. Oh, that's clever.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
That's a shade optimistic. Van Bommel is sporting a guilty look after that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
O'Reilly takes a shot! And there's a goal! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Louvière may be down, but not out just yet. Mbappe, searching pass he's played there. Oh, that's a fine interception. And it's Royce. Now it's Raul. Raul running with intent. Simeone. Van Bommel. Distributed tidily. Oh, that's fabulous. Messi.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Simeone. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Hazard. Simeone. And he's heaved it away.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking to play him in. And that's a dangerous ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
McAllister. Royce picks it up out wide. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
This their second corner of the game. Guendouzi clears. And now they can spring out of defence. And the pass is intercepted. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ferran Torres. Royce is always scanning the pitch for targets. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi's cross. And that should get the job done. Gyökeres. Van Dijk cuts it out. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. McAllister. And reclaimed it in a trice. Gyökeres. Spain clearly now in lead preservation mode. Beckenbauer. And it's Hakimi. Akanji. Knocks it into space. And he's in on goal. There's the shot. And he's stuck it away. With so little time left. Grandstand finish. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 19.
Spain are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. La Louvière give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot. Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Beckham. Oh, well measured. And this is Hazard. Might be danger here. Guendouzi can so cleverly bypass the press. Can he get on the end of this? Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. La Louvière perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, Aurelian Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force.
It's Saweria!
And Bommel. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. And he's lost his man here. Shot, surely! And he's done it! Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. They were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, great leap! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Aimed beyond the defence. Has crossed into the middle. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. De Jong looking for the run. This looks promising. De Jong, great chance! And he hits the net. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
It's starting to look very interesting, this. Simeone! He's got away with one there.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
And we have our very first corner. And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now this could be a chance. Goes for a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has found the way through. Crosses in, it's towering header! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Pass somewhat off target. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. De Jong with the foul. Simeone looking to play him in. He's cut it out. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Louvière clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Could be danger here. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Pinches it off him. Van Dijk. Schlotterbeck cuts out the pass. Oh, he's onto this. The less said about that pass, the better. Can he spark a counter here? Simeone. He's in a great position here, and he's got the beating of his man. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nicely shaped ball. Erdegaard. Oh, shooting chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Over to the right flank. Van Bommel. Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. He is through here. Delivered low. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Ødegaard. It's a pretty loose pass. That has been cut short. Simeone did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's Ødegaard. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Messi. And here's Aguero. And they're quick to get it back. Ødegaard. And it's made. And he shoots! It's a goal! And the comeback is complete. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Might want to be careful there.
Tchouaméni gets over and intercepts. Looking for options for movement. And the referee has signalled for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So straight into the second half.
La Louvière really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Ødegaard. Oh, nicely intercepted. De Jong. Now it's Aguero. Not where it came from. And he's in on... And the shot! In he goes again! Oh, that was no routine save.
Aguero is offering a right smile there.
And this is Aguero. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
It's a promising position. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
And here's Messi. Oh, that's well spotted. He's a sharp little ball here. Can he get on the end of this? Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Simeone, probing pass. Now, can they get him away? Ødegaard. Dani Olmo.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's found a way through. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And here's Watkins. That's an untidy challenge. It's a quick one.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And here's one big chance! And yes, it's there! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good
Chance for a shot! And that's in! Into the lead once more! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So, oh, what a mistake! Chance! It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
La Louvière dragged themselves back again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Now this could be a chance. And the shot!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Threads one in, and the through ball. Koundé spots it and intercepts. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Trossard. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Teremos uma substituição.
Now that looks a decent ball. Trossard has it out wide and in space. Ødegaard is onto this.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Ødegaard. And he's managed to get free. Zabarnyi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Mbappe chasing after it.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
There will be a throw-in. Flashes it across. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Back in possession, it's Aguero! He lifts the roof! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? He hit that like he meant it, absolutely speared it in.
Oh, that's a brilliant finish, Peter. Such a satisfying one from his perspective, knowing he hit it so beautifully.
Curitiba now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelm.
There you have it. The referee says that time is up. La Louvière illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.